Hi there, I'm Andrea Garvey and welcome to the Creative Spark. Every week, I'm going to share a simple 10-minute practice to help you return to your sketchbook or your art journal and make space for creativity in your everyday life. I hope you enjoy them and I'll see you in the studio. Okay, I think you're going to really like this one. Hopefully I can do this video in about 10 or 12 minutes. What I'm doing is, it came from a sketch I did in my daily morning sketches. And this was one I did in my onion skin journal. We'll link to that in the description because it's the best journal ever. But I created this little design and I thought that would make a really cute coloring page. So I thought I was going to do one with you, show you how I do my coloring page. I am using like a Bristol board type of paper. I don't even know what it is. I just found it. It's 5x8. You can use any type of paper you want. You could even use copy paper, doesn't matter. And I thought it would be really fun to create this little whimsical design. So first I'm just gonna put in some flowers. And there's also another video to create these little doodle roses is what I call them. But they're really simple to do. So I can teach you again right here. And I create 3 petals in the front, and then I start to layer in petals in the back. And I want to have maybe 1, 2, 3, try and get maybe like 5 in here, maybe 4, doesn't matter. Gonna do a couple little extra lines around some of the back petals. And I did a stencil once for Stencil Girl using the same type of idea of just really pretty little flowers. But I want you to think like you'll be coloring this in too. So your lines have to be pretty available to have, color pencil or marker go in there. I'm just gonna do this pretty little leaf motif. I was even thinking when I was sketching this out, it could be a really cool just pattern on a dress, just like repeat, repeat, repeat. So fun. All right, so I'm going to do another rose here. So I start with my 3 petals, and then I connect the petals in the second layer like this, and you could keep on going. You can make as many different layers as you want. You can do some details inside the petals. You can do circles. Sky's the limit. So much fun. But think about too, like this is a coloring page. You could do a whole entire coloring book. Okay, let me just think. I want to put another one here. They could be different sizes. I'm using a micron pen number 5. And the bigger your pen, that will show up on your coloring page. So it's up to you. Maybe you have some little kids and you want to have a bigger thicker stroke, then just maybe do this with a Sharpie. Sometimes the smaller pen can get intimidating for the kiddos. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm going to put one here. This piece of paper is slightly narrower than the onion skin. That's why I'm sort of changing the design a tiny bit. I'm also doing this a tiny bit faster, just for the sake of your time. So I want you to, though, really enjoy this process as well, the just doing the doodles, doing the flowers. Even if you have like a really good one you love and you did it in your sketchbook, then just copy the sketchbook onto the copier. That's all we're going to do when we're done with this. Okay, so now I want to line up I've got these 5 flowers. I want to line up my bottoms. So I'm going to go put this line right across right now. So I want to make the coloring page fun and interesting. So these are just different shapes that you can color in. Different colors, maybe make patterns in them. All right, now I want to do my sets of leaves. And I realized when I did this, like I only have 4 sets of leaves and I have 5 flowers. I'm probably only going to have 3 sets of leaves here. That's okay. No one's counting except we just did. And I'm drawing in the leaves right now just so I can make sure I have enough room to do them. It's kind of like how I do lettering. I just kind of space them out and see, okay, what's going to work. Doing 4 sets of leaves would be really smushed in there. Not so fun. So now I want to just do some of the stems. And let's have this guy go like that. You can have this guy go here. They could connect even. We could have this guy go on the back. And then a couple more leaves. And remember, every time you make your line work, having this little, double line inside the leaves is going to allow me to be able to color that in later. And I could do like a dark green, a light green. Okay, now I want to put in some of the bees and the butterflies. And I'm just doing this from my imagination. That's a little crazy one. Let's just do a bee here. Okay, and I still have a little bit of time. That was only 7 minutes to just get that part done. But now I want to go in and I want to add some more details before we make the actual coloring page. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add some more of those double lines. And the possibilities are endless for this. So let's say you really enjoy doing one, then do a second page, do maybe different types of flowers, maybe different type of a layout, and then you could put them all together. You could give it as a gift. It would be so fun. You could staple them all together and just, I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think a lot of people may not want to do the drawing, but they would certainly like to do the coloring in. It gives them something to do. It's very meditative, and it's a great mindfulness practice to just color. So anytime you make these shapes is another place where you can actually color in. So I want you to kind of think a little bit like that. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take this picture. There's 2 ways to turn it into a coloring page. You can take your phone. We all have a phone with a camera, I'm sure. You can take a photo really tight. I would take my camera, my phone camera, and I would go into it and take a photo. Use your edits to lighten up. You could even use your edits on your phone to go black and white. So there's phone edits. So you go in, you hit the edit button. You could look for a filter of black and white, or you could look for a filter to lighten it. Then I would take my photo and crop it so you don't see the table. All you see is this picture, nothing else, just white space and black lines. You could then take that photo to any copy place. CVS, Staples, and get sheets made on regular copy paper. Or if you have a home printer like I do, I'm just going to put it in the scanner and print one out, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, I just put a downside on the copier, and voila, you have your coloring page. So this is just regular color copy paper. You could use cardstock. You could go to a copy place and get it done on some nicer paper than copy paper. But now you could go in and start to color and just go in and have fun. Oh my gosh, see what I'm talking about? Just do a whole bunch of different ones, different colors, give them as gifts. It's the best. So the sky's the limit on this. Seriously, I want you to let me know in the comments if you're doing it and if you love this, because I do, and I did. Anyway, okay, so I definitely am going to link to a free class that we're offering, so you have that too, as some more ways to be creative. And there you have it. It is so fun. It is so easy. And you can think of so many different coloring pages, because as adults, we all love to color. And I will see you next time. Bye.